Patient ownership in HVMS is used to keep track of who is financially responsible for a patient. This video will cover how to properly update patient ownership. Patient ownership must be set at the time a patient is created and can be any combination of ownership percentages so long as they add up to 100%. Ownership can be changed at any point in time to reflect a current or historical change in ownership. In this example, our patient ownership is going from 100% under Matthew Norton to being a 50-50 split between Matthew Norton and Shirley Padua. To start, click the yellow plus sign and select Shirley from the customer list to add her as an owner. In the following window that displays, choose the date that the ownership change has become effective and click OK. Single-click within the percentage fields to input 50 for both customers. If you need to remove any owners, you can single-click on the owner and choose the red X button. If the primary owner on this patient's account has changed, single-click on the customer to be primary and select the blue arrows icon. Click Apply in the upper right-hand window to save the ownership change. An Invoice Sync window will display, asking you if you wish to change financial ownership on invoices based on your ownership changes. If you wish to make changes to the patient's invoices, follow these steps. Ensure you select the beginning of the ownership time frame and click OK. If there are no invoices in that time frame under the old owner, the No Records pop-up will display. If there are invoices, the following window will display. The list contains one row per invoice. The invoice ownership column shows the current invoice ownership. The historical ownership is what the ownership should be based on the ownership changes you have made. Check the box adjacent to the invoices you wish to alter, then click Sync Invoices. The financial ownership of these invoices has now been changed. If the invoice has a padlock icon adjacent to it, this means that you need to select the padlock icon and choose to unassign the payments from that invoice before you can update the financially responsible party on this invoice. Your patient is now owned in a 50-50 split, and any invoices you checked in the correction window have been changed to the correct financial ownership. If you have made changes to patient ownership and have forgotten to correct the invoices when prompted, you can use the Synchronize Invoice Ownership to History option under the Administration dropdown in order to pull up the window again. Within this window, follow the same steps as described to update invoice financial ownership. That concludes our video on changing patient ownership in HVMS. Thank you for taking the time to watch this instructional video.